upright in the chair, really good posture, and out away from the back of it a couple of inches. Because if somebody's slouched or if somebody's leaning back in the chair like this, it is an absolute bear to get this thing on appropriately. Can it be done? Sure. Is it a royal pain in the ass that you guys don't need? Absolutely, because what I'll tell you is, word to the wise, when you get out to the field, you're not gonna do any of this shit.
I haven't seen the KED ones in the field.
I'm so happy that Kevin's not gonna be one of our,
Answer them honestly.
Yeah.
Have you touched an honorary mask yet?
No.
Have you applied a KED or a backboard to anyone? Other than to just move the patient?
No, not even to move the patient. The only time, I pulled a patient out of their bed with the scoop stretcher. I've used the scoop stretcher more than any of the equipment we're going to teach you.
has anybody ever called you dad?
Yes, yes. And they called me daddy multiple times, and I'm very freaked out the entire ride, and I really wanted a female partner more than anything that day.
So how do all these patients start?
Scene safety,
Scene
PSI.
safety, PSI. From there, I instruct my partner to come in and hold manual stabilization of my patient's C-spine.
Scoop, scoop. Perfect. Sit straight.
Next, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna measure my C-collar. From the corner of my patient's jaw to the top of my patient's trapezius muscle, what do you know? Now we come to the application portion. I'm right up underneath his chin. Come around. We'll look and see that the trachea is midline. When you have this on correctly, chin sits on that, you'll be able to see that this chin line, this rivet right here lines up with his chin and his nose. We're in good shape. The other thing you don't want to see is a patient that when you put the C-collar on, their head drops down like this, it means it's too small, or they're looking at the ceiling, it means it's too high.
And you're actually getting your pull muscle, like whoever, it's either gonna be me or Chelsea, you'll pull one of our muscles.
So, what else do I do anytime I'm gonna apply something to a patient? We talked about it today. Neurologic function, right? Circulation, sensation, motor function. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna check radial pulses. Can you wiggle your fingers? Which finger am I touching? I'm gonna come down. Check fetal pulses. Wiggle your toes. Which toe would I be touching if I could?
I'm a big time.
You got it.
Just so it's not. Like I said, I'll bring this home with my girlfriend.
Now, we get down to it. I'm gonna place this behind my patient. Set yourself up in good shape right from the very beginning. Because these things will get wedged underneath, they'll get caught behind things. Come right in like this. Come underneath.
What is this called, a KED?
This is called a KED. Kendrick extrication device. There's one. There's the other. Everything is now on the right sides of my patient. There is a specific way that we buckle this patient in. We start with the middle strap. This needs to be on as tight as you can get it, and that middle strap always comes loose. Up until the point where I secure his head, because the head is last, I can go back and readjust and tighten straps. If you get to the head and you realize that your straps are loose, as long as your partner stays there, you have it out. Your partner has to stay in place. You have to reverse everything that you've done to get back to those straps you want to tighten. So just get it right the first time. We start with the yellow, the middle strap. And here's where we receive a little bit of help from our patient. Patient, I'm gonna have you put your arms out just like that. Pull it forward, high up underneath your patient's armpits if you can. Put your arms down. And I take my middle strap, I attach it to the middle buckle, and I start to pull. Now, you're not gonna yard on this like you're trying to start a lawnmower. You wanna feed this end and pull with this end. So we push and pull, push and pull. Patient, take a nice deep breath in for me. Exhale. There's my middle strap. Next is the bottom strap. So middle, bottom. Same deal. Get it snug, get it started. Push and pull, push and pull. Nice deep breath in and out. Bottom. Next up is the leg straps. Take your leg strap, you fish it underneath your patient's leg, and you're gonna shimmy it back and forth. If at the end of this, the state examiner asks your patient to stand up, you've KEDed them to the chair. So we go underneath here.
That's right.
And we're making a little seat for him. There's one leg strap. I'm not gonna do this one tight because he's got his phone in his pocket.
Excuse me?
Very excited.
There's my other leg strap. So we're almost done. Middle, bottom, legs, top strap. Head is always last.
Middle, bottom. My baby looks top heavy.
My baby does look top heavy. You got a big head.
All of them have usually bathing body.
Yeah, so if you,
First
if
and
you
gross.
just remember my baby looks top heavy, as stupid as that sounds, so remember the order and the straps you should do.
Yeah,
So, we have gotten to the closing ceremony.
it's like a restraint chair, kind of.
A little bit.
Thinking about.
I feel like
How many volts is hooked up to
Actually,
them?
restrict your breathing a little bit.
That's what I'm saying, we're
Thanks,
saying
man.
every section.
So, we have to bring the back of the KED to my patient's head. So, I'm gonna say to my partner, I'm gonna take C-spine, and I make a Mike sandwich. I have C-spine.
Releasing C-spine.
Now he's gonna grab the straps.
So the way I did it, I would do it. Wu-Tang. Put your hands like that together. Because you can actually see the two bars that are right here that you're gonna push forward.
He's just gonna lean into it.
And then
Close
I'm
the
gonna
straps.
grab his head.
You crossing those thumbs?
Nope. So, if you guys, everybody wanna come around here so I can see what I'm pushing on? Yep. So,
I'll send this
there
to
are these two bars right here, without the Velcro. Hands together to get a nice push in, push against him, and grab.
Do you have C-spine?
I have C-spine.
I can let go. So,
Wait till you see when I go.
if you run up against the clock and you're running out of time, we're gonna do the head strap first. Because if you get this on, it counts, you're finished. So I come from the top, and I angle it down past my partner's fingers.
It's gonna get better.
Take me from my bunghole.
I take my chin strap, and underneath the chin cup for my C-collar, I come up.
Make sure they break out the one with the ball in it, put in your mouth.
And, am I finished?
No.
What else do I have to do?
Let's see. Backboard. No,
We're gonna backboard him, but first things first, I applied something to him, right?
you gotta check his.
Gotta recheck his CSN.
Oh, okay.
circulation. You wiggle your fingers for me. Now which finger am I touching?
Index.
With your toes. I'm gonna check for a pedal pulse. Which toe am I touching?
Pinky.
Now, if we're gonna put Mike on a backboard, which we are, we have a strap here and a strap here in the back. We have made a seat for him. We could pick him up, hoist him over here, and lay him down on a backboard, fully immobilize him on the longboard. Before we lay Mike down, we sit him on the backboard, we start to lay him down, and we release those two leg straps because we don't want to turn Mike into a soprano. That's it. I'm finished. Now if you look, there's no room here, there's no room here, and he couldn't really move his head or his neck if he wanted to. That's a wrap.
Awesome.
Can I release C-spine so they can see
You
what
may
happens?
release C-spine.
Mike, can you really like not even? You can't move your head really?
No.
Sheesh,
Mike, you look great.
that's crazy. Fucked up Power Ranger.
So,
I'll still beat the shit out of Shane. Probably. I can't throw a punch.
And that's it.
that's it.
Perfect.